Welcome back to day 4 of our Pilates Body Challenge. I'm Emily with Beyond the Girl, and today I'm going to introduce to you one of my favorite exercises in Pilates called rolling like a ball. Mostly because it feels very kind of childlike. You get to massage the spine, it just feels really great. And then once you get the hang of it, it's really fun to see how much you can slow it down and control it too. So let's get all warmed up with some fundamentals and those other exercises we've learned this week and get on to the new one. Lay on down on your mat, centering yourself. We're going to start with head nods, little yeses, bringing the chin up towards the ceiling and then lengthening down all the way. Little nods of the head. Just warm up that cervical spine. Do one more to go into neck curls. You're going to reach along through those fingers, curl to look up into the abdominals, reach those fingers to help lift you up, and then roll it back down. Scoop, reach, lift, and lengthen. Still keep those shoulders nice and open and connected with your mat, and roll it back down. And one more. Curl to look up, reach, reach, reach those fingertips, and lower it down. Knee folds. Go ahead and find that neutral pelvis. Make sure you're nice and parallel with your mat. Have that natural curve of the back and draw those ribs down to create that nice solid box. From here, initiate using those abdominals to lift the legs. This should be nice and solid. You shouldn't have the pelvis drifting back and forth. So you're really working those pelvic floor muscles. Think of floating the leg all the way up to that tabletop position and then lowering it down with control. Challenge yourself by utilizing leg muscles as little as possible and really engaging from all those deep pelvic floor muscles. That's where you should be feeling the activation, feeling the challenge. One more on each side. Last one. The 100. Curl up, do that neck curl, reach long. Knee folds to bring the knees in, heels together, knees apart, and pumping the arms for 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Nice neutral pelvis, nice solid box. Take the legs straight up to the ceiling. Nice long legs. Pilates V with the feet. Wrapping from behind. Activated glutes, inner thighs, and abs. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale. Lower those legs down to 45 degrees. Continue pumping. And just a reminder again, if you need to lay the head down because you're feeling some discomfort in that neck or in the lower back, bend those knees in, take them back up straight, wherever you need to be at today. 2 more breaths. In, 2, 4, 5, and out. Last breath. Reach. Really make this one count. Bend those knees in, lower the head down, lengthen the legs out a little bit further than we have been doing. Let's go to those rib cage arms, fingertips up. Reach long to those fingertips, lifting those shoulder blades up and around the sides of the body, and then plug them down in. This is where we want to keep them as we raise our arms back towards our ears, funneling those ribs down, really drawing those abs in and up, buttoning those buttons up, and then reaching down and long. Think of moving your arms from the back side versus those chest muscles in the front. So you should feel that scapula moving up and down the back. Let's do one more. Bring the fingertips back to the ceiling. Your head comes through those arms, and again, you can use your hands to walk up the legs, or just keep them out long. We're going to stretch those legs out long, take that stretch again. Now leave those legs out long as you initiate by that clockwork. So curl the tailbone under, roll it back all the way down. Arms by the ears. Let's bring our feet back up into that those bent knees position. Back to the ceiling. Head comes through the arms, and you're going to roll all the way up again, pressing those feet down to walk all the way up if you need to. Hands out, roll out, reach long to the fingertips, and again, reach those heels or press them down into the mat as you curl and lengthen down one vertebrae at a time. I'm going to leave my legs out. Feel free to bend, walk up, or you can roll all the way up. This is the ideal, so what we want to see. Nice long legs. The legs are pressing down into the mat. We don't want them to lift off. One more. Reach and lengthen all the way. Plug those shoulders in as you curl to come all the way down for one leg circles. Let's bring one leg in. I'm going to start with that. Lengthen and bending of the leg. Stretch out those hamstrings and keep that leg long for 3 ankle rolls. And reverse your direction. Point the foot, flex, reach for that heel. And the last one, keep that leg long, hands come by your side, circle across, around, and dot that eye. Think of cutting a circle in the sky. And again, the object here again is to anchor that pelvis down as you circle the leg independent. Use those hands to help press down, keeping that chest nice and open. One more. Bend that knee in, give yourself a nice stretch. Lengthen on out. Pull that other knee in. Hands go behind the knee. A little bend and stretch. Keep it long, 3 ankle rolls. Reverse it. No points and a flex. Point. Last one. Keep that leg out long, turn out in that Pilates V, come across the body, circle around and center. If you're feeling any discomfort here, just keep that range of motion smaller. And if you want to take it a little bit wider to challenge yourself, if you feel those hips start to rock in, bring it back in to smaller circles. One more in this direction, and reverse. Initiating that movement from the abs. Pressing those hands down in. Opening up the chest. Last one. Bend the knee in. Slide the leg out nice and long for rolling like a ball. Here's our new one. So our transition, we're going to keep our hands by our side. We're going to roll all the way up, just like that roll up. Feet are down, and lift our hips up to the front of our mat. Lots of different hand position options here. Ideally, we want to reach across our leg and make a bracelet with the other one. If that's uncomfortable or if you just don't have that flexibility, bring one hand to either side. The idea here is we want to stay nice and lifted, bringing our heels in to our seat. So also deep flexion in the knees. So if you have any knee problems, go ahead and you can bring a ball to put between here to give you a little something to press into and take some of that strain off the knees. So today we're going to practice doing what's called the lifted C curve. We're going to come up to balance on our sits bones. And if you're not sure what your sits bones are, you can sit on your hands and you feel these little bony protrusions. That's what we're balancing on. Those become our new legs in Pilates. We want to sit up nice and tall. We're reaching tall through the top of our head, drawing those abs in and up, but still keeping our shoulders over our hips, even though we're rounding through the back. We're creating a ball with our body. And here we can kind of rock back and forth. We're not going to rock back today. We're just going to hold this lifted C position, balancing on those sits bones so you can feel them. Maybe moving back and forth just a little bit so you can feel what that's like. You're going to be pulling in with the arms and pressing out with the legs in opposition. Lots of opposition in Pilates. And there you go. So thanks for joining us today. That's the first part of rolling like a ball. Tomorrow we'll take it to an actual roll and introduce a whole new exercise as well. Thanks again for joining us, and see you tomorrow.